Renovating Retirement with Charlie Jewett. Oh no, I think I'm about to have another episode.
Well, it's time for me to record a podcast. Hey, it's been way too long since I've recorded one. I was busy doing stupid stuff, but now I'm back and I'm better than ever. So it's time for some more Renovating Retirement. Hello, friends and family. This is Charlie Jewett from the Renovating Retirement Podcast. Sounds silly, but we take things very seriously here. I'm finally back. I did not get to do 150 days in a row because I severely underestimated the challenges of going through a difficult divorce with children and doing a daily podcast, but it's okay. It is very much okay because life goes on, and I'm just going to keep dishing out awesome sauce content to you when I can, and then you can enjoy it. Thank you so much, you guys that called in or emailed me and asked for help. You are awesome. I think you people are the best. Love helping you. The truth will set you free. All we need to do is find the truth, and these ridiculous lying sons of bleepity bleep joker brokers get what they deserve. They lose the money, and they crawl out the door with their tails between their legs. Anyway, I'm starting a new series today. My series on the book Keeping Your Money is defunct. I'm stopping it. Why? Not because I don't love the book. I'm still writing the book, but I wrote another book first, which is called Better House, Lower Taxes, why people in retirement can either eliminate completely or minimize their taxes by just selling the house they live in and buying another one. Eliminates taxes on the IRA and 401k distributions, and it also eliminates the tax torpedo. That's not a torpedo noise, but I don't know how to make a torpedo noise. Underwater sounds? I don't know how to do it. But tax torpedo is when you pay taxes on your Social Security income, which was already a tax. So that's kind of silly. You can avoid that with mortgage planning or real estate planning. So a realtor may be your best friend in retirement, selling the house you currently live in and buying another one. So I'm squashing the Keeping Your Money for right now. I will get back to that when I'm actually writing that book. However, update. I lost 3 clients. Who brags about that? Nobody. Boo. But I do, because all I care about is people and doing what's best for them and the truth. And losing these 3 clients or prospective clients or whatever you want to call them, 2 in San Diego and 1 in Chicago, taught me something very, very important about the enemy's tactics and the way the joker brokers are lying today in 2017. I have the emails that the joker brokers wrote to these clients where they blatantly lied to them to get them not to move their money, and I now hand them out in my public seminars, and they are helping people. I will do a podcast on each one of these buffoons and how they lied and ripped off their clients and hurt the people that I almost saved. I almost saved them. They were drowning. I swam out, grabbed them, brought them all the way up into shore. They almost got on the land. They punched me in the face, knocked me out, and swam back into the sea towards the sharks. I'll do a podcast on each one of them. But it inspired me to put out some new material. So I now, in my public seminars, hand out the 4 Google searches that people must do. Listen, you're going to go to Google anyway. You might as well know what to search for heaven's sakes. If you go to Google and say, "Are annuities good?" you're going to get 17 pages of completely ridiculous barf from horrendous advisors lying to you. Annuities are not good or bad. The word means contract. It's based on the terms of the contract, and yes, probably 98% of annuities are total crap. The 2% are awesome. If you go to Google and say, "Is cash value life insurance cheap? Does it make a lot of money?" you're going to get pages and pages of crap written by people that are undereducated or immoral. They're either trying to steer you towards something that pays them, or they are not good enough to lower the expenses and make an insurance policy that nets you 5, 6, or 7% tax-free. As I've said before, coward challenge update. There's no advisor in the country who's even been willing to step up to the plate and debate me, and I'll challenge any one of you. Any advisor in the country can meet me on public television or on my podcast. Why not do it on the podcast? And just debate me. Let me take a look at the financial plans that you're making and see if I can't make you look like an absolute buffoon in 2 to 5 minutes, or you can try to beat any one of my financial plans. I'm not even going to prepare because I know what you're going to do. You're going to bring risk with a side of fees, a bunch of barf baloney where you say the past, the past, the past, the past, the past, the past, the past. There's nothing guaranteed. There's nothing guaranteed. Always goes ups and down. Barf, 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 barf. And I'm going to ask you 5 or 6 simple questions and make you look like an absolute fool. You're going to lose a bunch of clients, and I'm going to take them from you. And everyone wins except the bad guy, which is the advisor. And that's the message, people. Your advisor is probably a bad guy. You think he's a good guy? He's probably undereducated, or he's probably an immoral imbecile who's hurting you, and you need to leave them. If you found out that your babysitter was molesting your children, how quickly would you fire them? Would you continue to use that babysitter and let them molest your children while you looked for a better babysitter? No way. But people leave their money with someone who is molesting their retirement accounts while they dip their toe in the water and interview other advisors. We don't do that anymore. I don't even give advice to anybody until they have fired the jerk in their life who's been lying to them. You move your money first, and then we'll talk about building a financial plan, and that's real financial planning. The very first thing we look at in my practice and all the people that work with me is your current plan and your current advisor. And if they aren't the top in the country, if they're not the absolute best, I don't care how much you like them, they get fired, because this is not personal. This is business. There's no relationship important enough for you to lose 10, 20, 30% of your retirement lifestyle because you like your advisor. You can keep inviting them to parties. Watch how fast they don't want to be your friend when you stop paying them to be your friend. Other than that, I don't have any strong opinions on the subject. Let me learn you something, boy. Folks, today I'm going to cover the first of the 4 Google searches that you must do. You have to do these Google searches, and you're going to learn some things that your joker broker should have told you, and the fact that he didn't tell you to do the Google searches is going to make you walk in there, throw a pie in his face, and say, "Get out of my life!" Number 1 Google search: do money managers beat the market? Number 2, we're going to look at in a future podcast, safe withdrawal rates. Number 3, sequence of returns or sequence of return risk. And number 4, stocks and bonds correlation. Your broker does not want me to tell you this. The hate mail I get is because I'm right. This information will change your life, but will cause you to stop thinking that risk with a side of fees is the answer to everything in retirement. Risk with a side of fees does nothing for long life, short life, sick life, or the next life. The 5 lives of retirement: long life, short life, sick life, long life. I wrote these. Why can't I say these? Wow! I didn't do enough warm-ups. Wow, 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 la, 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 la. Long life, short life, rough life. I did it. Sick life. I'm patting myself on the back as we speak. And into the next life. Rough life, you need to access your money. Okay, your dorky joker broker says, sure, get some money. No big deal. Long life, providing income, sucks. Short life, you die. Does it do anything for your family? Sucks. You can't know what you have. Doesn't get bigger. It's not tax advantaged. Sick life, is there anything for extra money for long-term care that somebody else pays for? No, you just spend down your money until you run out, and then you go into a Medicare facility. The next life, are we doing anything amazing to leave more money to our loved ones so they can have an easier life than we did, or to take care of charities? Or like one of my clients, to take care of 41 pets? Your joker broker goes, nah, you just get whatever's in the account after I'm done ripping you off. Fails that test. This information will cause you to leave your joker broker. If you don't have the moral character to leave a financial pedophile who's molesting your accounts and has been lying to you, please don't listen to my podcast. This podcast is for people of integrity who care about the truth and are pissed off when people lie to them to rip them off of their hard-earned money, period. Do not call me. Do not email me. Do not listen to my stuff if you're going to find out somebody's been ripping you off and say, it's okay, I like them. I've trusted them for years. During the time when every single human being in the market was making money because all the boats go up when the tide goes up from 2008 till now, my guy's done pretty well and made me money too. I don't even hold him accountable to see if I'm doing better than if I didn't use him. I just blindly feel good because it's easier on me. Don't listen to my podcast. Please hang up right now. Turn it off. Go listen to somebody who will lie to you, like the famous people that I'm not going to mention right now because they have more money than me and the attorneys to come after me. However, if you care about yourself, if you love the truth and you think we saved this money, we are the ones that did the work to accumulate this nest egg, and now we're going to protect it with our life, and anybody who tries to hurt this nest egg is going down! If that's you, then my show is for you. I have a niche. My niche is good people with integrity. If you're a bad person who hates the truth, get out of my life. That is who I'm attacking in the Joker Brokers, so I certainly do not need you listening to the show. But for the rest of you, my flock, my kin, my people who love the truth and hate liars, please stick around. I'm going to do 4 of these, and we're going to look at each one of these Google searches. Do money managers beat the market is where you need to start. So we're going to start right there, okay? So here's the basic American financial plan. I've built over 1,000 financial plans. I've been doing this for 12 years. Rubbed shoulders with people that have been doing this 30, 40, 50 years. The basic American plan is 3 parts, which I call the 3 pillars of financial deception. 1, you should pay off your mortgage. 2, you should postpone taxes to a later date using IRAs and 401ks, 403bs, TSAs, or TS whatever, and blah, blah, blah. What else is there? Who knows? You should postpone taxes to a later date by getting the tax deduction today. So you're not paying it today, and you postpone it until you take income and you pay it later. That's number 2. Number 3, you pay someone a fee to gamble for you through the buying and selling of securities such as stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. You can't even lie to me. I know most people have their money there. I've been doing this a long time. Really, anything that can go up and down in value where someone's charging you a fee to guess, to try to, investment advisors, money managers, stock brokers, basically where all your money is before you learn from me. That's strategy number 3. Pay off your mortgage, postpone taxes to a later date, have somebody gamble with your money because risk is apparently the answer to everything. So let me just restate those 3 strategies in a much clearer form. 1, get rid of your best tax deduction. 2, push taxes into the future where almost everybody on the planet thinks that they're going to be higher than today. Don't pay them today when they're low. Postpone them till later when they're high. Number 3, put all of your eggs in one basket called the market or securities and hope for the best through risk with a side of fees. Let's ignore for a moment the fact that paying off your mortgage has been completely exposed as the worst possible way to handle home equity or your real estate. It's the worst thing you could possibly do for a retiree. Nothing could hurt you more as far as how much taxes you pay, how much risk you have on the biggest asset in your life, leaving money behind, having money for long-term care. Nothing sucks more than paying off your house for the retiree. And I know that's not traditional, but you need to study. Study my book, 2 Ways to Be Debt-Free, Douglas Andrews' book, Missed Fortune 101. Go to listen to my podcast, episode 74 through 79 or whatever they are. Just get educated because traditions are not truths. Truths are truths, period. When you can borrow at 4, put it somewhere safe and make 5 or 6, and it comes with long-term care, there's not a human being on the planet who should be trying to pay off their house. Let's also ignore the fact that though you probably think taxes will go up in the future between now and when you die, you're still partnered with the IRS and you're postponing them to a later date using IRAs and 401ks, or you're still partnered with the IRS where they tell you what to do. And when you turn 70 and a half, they're going to force you to take required minimum distributions, RMDs, and the percentage that they force you to take is designed to be so high that you run out of money before you die. So you're basically guaranteeing there'll be nothing left. You're either going to run out of income or leave no inheritance. Let's ignore all that and just focus for today on the third strategy. Is paying someone a fee to gamble with your money worth it? Is that intelligent? Is it conservative? Is it well-founded? Is it based on you doing any due diligence or just acting like a lemming and doing what everybody does without ever checking to see if it makes any sense? I want you to open up a web browser and go to Google or your favorite search engine. Just type in, do money managers beat the market? I prepared a few notes before I wrote this. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just speak off the cuff. Today I happen to be sitting outside in the front yard with my puppies, making sure that they don't, interact because one of them's in heat. Hey. So I was keeping them off each other and sitting outside, and I took some notes. So I'm going to copy Do Money Managers Beat the Market. I'm going to go up here to my Google search engine. La-di-da-di-da. Paste it in there. You might have to type it because why would you have notes on this? That would be strange. You go ahead and put Do Money Managers Beat the Market. And you're going to see some things pop up. How convenient is that? I don't know. Spend 15 or 30 minutes reading. 15 or 30 minutes? Charlie, are you kidding me? I don't have that kind of time to increase my income by 30%. If that's you, I'm so sorry. You should have that kind of time. 15 to 30 minutes to learn that you've been lied to your entire life and that safe investments are beating risk with a side of fees, yet you're using risk because you've been told more risk, more reward, which is complete and total crap, cannot be backed up by anyone, even billionaires that are lying on the internet about annuities. Do the research. Read for 15 or 30 minutes. I just did it. Do Money Managers Beat the Market? Let's see. What do we have as far as titles of what comes up? This is how many fund managers actually beat index funds. I've read that one. 90% of fund managers beat market, but their shareholders don't blah, blah, blah. I've read that one. It sounds positive. It's actually negative. Active fund managers rarely beat their benchmarks year after year. That's interesting. Bad times for active managers. Almost none have beaten the market. That's interesting as well. Stocks, over 15 years, fund managers seldom beat the market. Wait a minute, I'm sensing a theme here. I might even print a shirt. 5 funds that crush the S&P 500 and pay 9.3% dividends. That'd be nice. Go ahead and read that one and see if they're going to pay that in the future. 4 mutual fund managers who've consistently beaten the market. That might be worth it. Is it possible to beat the market? Ooh, that could really be worth reading. How many mutual funds routinely rout the market? Well, I know the answer to that because Tony Robbins wrote a 600-page book and already did the research. There's 4% of mutual funds per year that beat the market, and that 4% changes every year. If you're using mutual funds, you are screwed. Remember, mutual funds were never intended to be used by anybody with more than $25,000 to $50,000. Go to my website, www.jewettwealth.com. That's spelled Jewett, wealth.com. I hope you can spell wealth. Go to the resources tab or whatever it is and download the mutual fund article. Mutual funds are for poor people. If you have $200 a month to put into an investment and you're in your 20s, there's no money manager on the planet who wants to charge you 1% of your $200 a month. You are too small to be attractive to money managers. Thus, mutual funds will take your money because someone's managing the giant portion, the whole fund. And you're allowed to put little pieces in and own a small piece of it. But you don't even have enough money to diversify. You can't even buy one share of some stocks that you need to diversify. So $200 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, up to $25 or $100,000, $25 or $50,000 in an account, you are not attractive to good money managers, and you cannot diversify properly to do asset allocation. Thus, the mutual fund exists. But they have ridiculous amounts of extra fees that the SEC does not require that you be told about. So you should not be in mutual funds, people. This is easy. You should not. If you look at your statement and your advisor has you in mutual funds, and you have more than $50,000, and you have never been told about the extra fees that do not need to be reported inside those mutual funds, or they've never talked to you about the ETF alternatives, or they've never talked to you about growth annuities, which are beating mutual funds and the market over the last 16 or 17 years, you need to instantaneously fire that buffoon. Tell him you're not qualified to be the one and only person I pick out of 7 billion to grow my money. Are you kidding me? 1 out of 7 billion. And you pick somebody who won't tell you the truth? Come on. You need to repent. You need to repent. You got to stop that. This is ridiculous. This business is not about trusting someone or getting a referral or someone who's made money from 2008 until now when every single human being could make money, because it's not about your money manager. It's that everything's going up due to quantitative easing and the Trump run-up. Fire that joker broker and send me an email, charlie@jewettwealth.com, CHARLIE at JEWETTwealth.com, and say, I just fired my joker broker. And I'll give you a lot of reasons to fire him, but this would certainly be one of them. Study for 15 or 30 minutes, whether or not, Harvard did this research. And it came back really unfavorable, saying that most money managers did not beat the market. But this is your money. You go ahead and study, do money managers beat the market? And then you tell me what you think, how you feel about it. Now, who really cares, though? You should do this research because it's good for you. But who really cares if money managers, plural, all over the country beat the market because you have not spread your money amongst all of them? You've probably picked 1 or 2, or if you're crazy radical, you've picked 3. Most of you have one money manager who you call a financial advisor. The only thing that really matters is, do they beat the market? And that's easy. Are they beating the S&P 500? The S&P 500 is the top 500 most widely traded stocks. It captures about 70% of all stocks in the industry. It is the granddaddy of all indices. What a great word. Hippopotami. I love that word too, but it doesn't apply. Indices. The S&P 500 is the granddaddy. It's our measurement of the market. And you can buy it dirt cheap through Vanguard or whomever, whatever you want to do. You don't need a money manager to buy the market. The only reason to ever have a money manager in your life charging you fees and taking money from you is if they can do better than if you did not use them. Captain Obvious. If you don't use them and you do better, you don't need them. They need to make you money to be worth the fees they're charging. And from the research you do with this Google search, you should find out, you will probably discover that your chances of your money manager beating the market are almost zero. But forget your chances. Forget stupid statistics. Just call the guy or girl up and go, listen, I pay you to grow my money instead of owning the S&P index fund. Are you beating the S&P index fund or not? Sorry, choking schnauzer in the background. You okay, Tessa? You gonna be okay, baby? Okay. Emergency thwarted. I think she's gonna live. If your advisor is not beating the S&P 500 and has been taking your money, I want you to be angry. I'm serious. I want you to tell this joker, are you freaking kidding me? You've been charging me a fee to gamble with my money all these years, and you're not even doing better than if I did not use you, and you threaten to call an attorney if they don't move your money instantaneously. to some savings account. Call up a credit union. Call up the bank you're with and say, do you guys have, money market IRAs? Do you guys have some sort of a money market? I'm firing my broker. He's a piece of crap, and I need to move the money somewhere where I figure out what the heck to do. Do you guys somewhere I can park this thing where it's just a savings account? There's no penalties if I move it in 2-3 months, but I could leave it for years. You want to give them a little teaser, make they think they might get it. And then you move it instantaneously away from this absolute buffoon. Do the research, go study. You're going to find out what I discovered. People, for 9 years, I had only an insurance license. I can show you an email from a guy in Hawaii who says that you cannot do retirement planning, you cannot do a good job unless you carry 3 licenses. That's about the stupidest thing you could ever possibly say on the planet. I'd never give that man $1 of my money. If you're that stupid, you don't deserve to have anybody's money. I had 1 license for 9 years. That's called an insurance license. So I could do annuities and life insurance, which are the only products in the universe that actually plan for anything. You can't call yourself a financial planner unless you use the tools where you can't plan for anything. You just take risks and you have hope and risk. So if you can't plan for anything, you can call yourself a financial planner. If you actually plan and have guarantees, you can't. What a smart industry. I only had 1 license for 9 years, not because I'm an annuity guy or I'm a life insurance guy or I like the big commissions, which are actually less money than the money managers make. It was because every single human being who ever approached me and said, I want you to manage money. I want you to work with our company. I want you to send clients to us. I want you to offer mutual funds. I want you to offer stocks. I want you to offer bonds. I just simply said, okay, what are your rates of return? What are you guys doing for people? After all your fees, what are you netting? For 9 years, every single answer was either, I don't know, I'm not allowed to show you, or they showed me their returns and they were making less than I could do with safe strategies with no chance of losses due to the market. If there's no more risk, more reward, if taking risk doesn't give you more reward, don't take more risk. Hello, Captain Obvious! Risk should only be taken if there's more reward, and for the last 17 years, the risky investments have not produced as much as the safe investments. Come on! Wait for the market to crash by 40 or 50%, and then let's talk about whether you should put some money at risk. My blood pressure. Calming myself. Anyway, go to Google, look up, do money managers beat the market? You study for yourself, and then send me an email and tell me what you found. Charlie@JewettWealth.com, CharLie @Jewett, JEWETT, wealth.com. I've also put up videos of every single strategy I teach at JewettWealth.com/homework. I assign them as homework between my meetings with people. But if you're not meeting with me or you don't know me and you just want to check me out before you talk to me, give you a little backdoor trick, a little secret. JewettWealth.com/homework. You can see my 4 main strategies, which is how to get your cash making money, how to buy guaranteed income or a pension paycheck, how to grow your money with no fees and no risk if they're retirement accounts, and if it's after-tax money, if they're not inside of IRAs and 401ks, how to grow them completely tax-free and beat the pants off the stock market. Anyway, this is the first Google search. Do money managers beat the market? Go do it. Change your life. Email me. And then I'm going to say, you people are the best! Podcast. Drop the mic. I can't drop the mic. It's a headset. Whatever.
That's all, folks.